Now that we've created our account, we can go ahead and log in and start building our first Prezi presentation. Oops, let's try that again. Alright, so let's click on Create a New Prezi here. And let's give it a title. Let's go with Tutorial for today. And you can add a description. How to create a Prezi. You have a few different options here, but for today we're going to go ahead with the blank template. But for any other projects, you can go ahead and use any of these other ones, the pre-made ones they've given for you. So let's start editing. Alright, so basically, like it says, double click to add text. Double click on the bar. A couple of different ways the text will look for you here. Since we're doing a title, let's just go with title. What is it we're going to call our opening slide? Click OK. From here, you can go back and click on it, and I want to make it much bigger. So let's just, no, it's a little too big. Alright, and left click on that and go ahead and drag it with. Not really liking this font here, so let's click on colors and fonts. Alright, this one looks kind of fun. Let's go for the sketchy one, and it changes it right there for you. Go back and click the arrow, and then it will remove that option for it. So we have our first slide in, which is title. Alright, let's slide our next one. You can minimize over here to zoom out for it. Alright, so I'm going to go over here, double click this one. Let's add an introduction to our project message. So that's what we're going to add as our second slide. I'm going to put some information here about an introduction to our project, and then I'm going to slide it over so it kind of makes it a little more condensed, and I can change it to title, which will change the color of it. Yet up here you still have options to change the coloring to your fonts here. Do you have to highlight that? Let's make it a purplish color and click OK. Alright, so another fun thing you can do is you can put a frame around this information. Well, let's add a circle here. Go ahead and click on that where you want to start it, and then you can add the circle to it. Okay, let's X out of this here, and we can left click on the screen and we can move around with it. Let's add an image here. So continue building along, and we'll click on insert and then image. And what's great about adding images, you can do it two sort of ways. I can select a file from my computer. So let's go to my desktop, and here's a screenshot image. Double click on that. And it'll download the image for you. Right. Copy of a screenshot here. So let's put that there. And I want to shrink it a little bit. And again, let's go put a frame in it. So let's put some brackets around it. So again, I choose where I want to start from. And it's going to highlight that area. And there we go. Click back on that. And another fun feature is that I can add YouTube videos. So we can paste a link to a YouTube video, but if you don't have that link already copy and pasted, let's open up another window. Type in YouTube. And let's search YouTube for something. Alright, let's just type in Prezi. Alright, lots of different tutorials here on how to create a Prezi. Let's just go with the first one here. What is a Prezi? The official intro video. Pause that there. And what you want to click on is share, which is going to give you an embed code here, or a URL link to it. So click on that. Let's copy that. And let's go back to our Prezi. And let's just enter in the URL code. So now we have a YouTube video. So let's just click on it. I'm going to go ahead and move it over here. Click on it one more time. I can make it a little bit smaller. And now we have a video added to it. So there are a couple other features here under the insert. We can also add some shapes. Let's draw an arrow connecting the image we pulled from our files. And let's start here and let's connect the two. So now we have added a shape to go from our image into our video. A couple other features. You can add a PowerPoint presentation if you have one built into here. There's graphic organizers or even just a file that you have that you'd like to put in your presentation. Alright, so now there's the basic ideas of how to create the Prezi. Actually, let me go back. There's another way to do a video, an image here. So let's minimize this little smaller space. Let's insert an image just by having it search the internet. And these are also images that are pre-licensed for the use in the Prezi, so it doesn't violate any copyrights. Let's search, let's find a classroom. So type in from the web, let's go for classroom. And it gives us lots of different options here. So let's go with that. It's downloading the image. Let's see, and I actually pulled it. Well, there's a picture of a classroom, kind of big here. So let's make it a little bit smaller. Let's go a little smaller on that one. So now it's a picture of a classroom, and again I can go back and insert some sort of shape here. Let's do another arrow. So we're going to start from the video and connect our image together. And this line looks much bigger, so all we have to do is click on it one time, and we can make it a little thinner. Alright, and now I'm going to click on our screen here, and I'm just going to slide it over. And let's add another text box. And I'm going to add, I have completed my first Prezi presentation. And you can leave it that size by just clicking OK for it, or click back on it. I can make it smaller. And if I double click on it, it will open up the text box again, and I can make, let's see, adjust it so it fits. And now I've had the framework to complete my first Prezi presentation. All right, now we have to connect it. In order to be able to do that, all we do is click on Path. So idea says here, click anywhere to add it to your path. Let's X out of that. All right, so here is my first slide. So let's start there. Oops. Let's go back. That's already started there. So this one is the first slide that it starts at, and I want to move here to be my second one. And let's go to the image here. That will be my third path to my video. And let's go to our next image. And now let's move to our final text box. There's completed my first Prezi presentation. All right, go back to the arrow and pretty much X out of being a path. And if you notice here, it's constantly saving as you go, so you're not ever going to lose your work here. And looks like our presentation is done. Now let's watch it. Down in the right hand corner gives you an option to show it. It's going to go through the motions, and you can do full screen if you'd like, or not. It goes forward and backwards. So just continue to click on the right hand corner here, and let's go through it.
You make presentations to share ideas, showcase work, or even to persuade your audience to do something. What used to be a great opportunity.
The YouTube videos will actually start up right away for you, but you can pause them and you can also continue to move on. And for our purposes today, we're going to move on. Whoops, I went a little too quick there. Let's go back. And you'll see that it'll follow the arrows in between. And there you go. You have your first Prezi presentation. I'm going to go ahead and click the Escape button. And from there, it's again saving for us. So let's click Exit. It'll save one more time. And final presentation. And what's great about the features here is that you can just go back and edit easily, and at the same time you can edit together. I can invite other people to collaborate with me, and they can view it together. I can download this to be able to use offline, you can save a copy, and if you choose to, you can actually delete it. But for today, we're not going to delete, so hope you enjoyed how to make your first Prezi presentation.